So they both obviously won 3 Premier League titles. Mourinho never won a double. Obviously, Wenger won 2 doubles and an invincible. The thing that I've never seen brought up on it before is that Wenger actually won 7 FA Cups as well, which is more than Fergie. And the FA Cup is an important comp. Obviously, Mourinho won 1 FA Cup.
In how long? In how many years?
Well, it would have been about 20. Mourinho had 12 seasons in the Premier League.
Also, Wenger swept up a lot of those FA Cups when they weren't competing for the Champions League. They weren't really competing for the league. Like, they were I'm not discrediting it. I love the FA Cup. No, but Mourinho was challenging for the Champions League with his challenge.
So was we, though.
Arsenal post 06 were never competing to be the Champions League.
Yeah, but he was always knocking around the semi-finals or the quarter-finals. He was always there.
No.
Yes, we was.
What semi-final did you play apart from the one against Man United?
Also, Mourinho, for me, would be ahead of Wenger because of how good he was in the Champions League.
So the furthest Mourinho ever got in the Champions League for a Prem team was the semi-final against Liverpool. Apart from that, it was quarter-finals last 16. Wenger actually made a final.
At various points, Mourinho, it sounds to me like you're putting just Mourinho at one of these seasons, one of these years that you're referring to, he's Tottenham manager.
When you said about the top Premier League managers ever, so we're just talking Premier League legacy. Obviously, if it was just Mourinho Wenger, I would have, there's no debate because Mourinho's done so much elsewhere. But in terms of what he's done for Premier League clubs, I would argue...
But Wenger's got a European trophy in England, by the way. He won the Europa League with United.
So that's a fair point because I did notice that. But then again, Wenger was in the Champions League like 20 years in a row, so you can't really punish him for not being in the Europa League.
Never threatened to win it, though.
No, but we was there. We got to a final.
Qualification can't be seen as any kind of success.
We lost. And we lost to you in the semi-final. One of the best teams.
In 20 years.
Yeah, I know, but we was in and around the Champions League. You can't say we wasn't in it. We was there.
With Arsenal, you always felt like we could just kick these lot out of the game.
Nah.
You couldn't do that to a Mourinho side.